This is UMAR AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global and joined by Ty Mitchell for the second time in lockdown. Ty, your two best mates are beefing. How does it feel?
Oh, mate, it's giving me anxiety.
Compared to Dylan White and Tyson Fury, for people who don't know. You're very close with both of them.
Yeah, I was with Tyson all day yesterday, actually. To be fair to them, when I'm around both of them, they never speak about each other and they never badmouth each other to me. Probably out of respect for me, because, I wouldn't want to hear it on either side. But on the flip side is, look, the more they get at each other, the bigger the fight's going to be when it eventually happens, which means more money for them, more money for the families. But it's hard being stuck in the middle, for sure. It's definitely hard being stuck in the middle. But I just look at it as a thing that, look, they're both fighting and risking their lives to feed the family. So if the fight happens, I want it to happen. Unselfishly, I want the fight to happen because I think they'll both make money, more money for them, more money for the families, you know what I mean? And it's a good fight for the British public. I think, to be fair, AJ Dillian, AJ Fury Dillian are all huge fights that people would want to see, do you know what I mean? Dillian's definitely the most improved fighter out of the bunch of them in the past few years. And he's definitely deserved it. He definitely deserves a shot. If anybody deserves a shot at a world title, it's Dillian White. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel for him. And I think, to be fair, I think everybody feels for Dillian in the situation that he's been put in. But God willing, he gets his shot soon, man. Hopefully, I've seen that he put legal action against the WBC if they was gonna overrule Joshua. But I've heard that they're not gonna, which is really good. And I think that's a good decision, and I'm happy for him. And I think that should be the right decision. I think that once Fury beats Wilder, I think that he should fight Dillian, and then after the winner can then go and fight for the unification.
So you played a round of golf yesterday with Tyson Fury, and Dillian White's name didn't get brought up once on a golf course?
No, never. He never mentioned his name once. Promise you. Didn't mention it. They never do. Even when I'm with Dillian, he doesn't mention Tyson. They're just their own people. They do their own things. And obviously, they both know that I'm very close with both of them. So they don't. I just think probably out of respect for me, they just don't do it. But I'm definitely hope that it all comes to fruition. And to be honest with you, there's nothing. My personal opinion, I don't know, but my personal opinion is they don't dislike each other as people. Dillian's definitely going to be frustrated because one thing about Dillian is, and one thing that one thing Tyson can't take away from Dillian is, Tyson will say things that he'll mean it at the moment, and then he might later on think, actually, that doesn't make financial sense, or that doesn't make, actually, I don't want to go down that route. So he said he would fight Dillian for the diamond belt. So put it up. So then Dillian's gone out then, and then Tyson's changed his mind. So he can't say nothing to Dillian. And none of them are scared of each other. Tyson's not scared to fight anybody, and neither is Dillian. So it's nothing to do with people ducking and avoiding each other. But Dillian's been more consistent when it comes to that. Dillian said, all right, then, cool fight. And then Tyson's changed his mind and gone down a different route, which obviously his other route has made him how much money. So it was a smart move for him. But then he can't turn around and say anything to Dillian because Dillian was ready to fight. But I think the fight will happen. I hope the fight does happen. I don't even know if I'd go to the fight. That would be the most awkward situation for me ever. Like, I feel like a snake going in each other's changing rooms. You know, at the start, I probably wouldn't go. I'd probably just watch it on TV and wish them both the best of it. But I definitely hope it happens after Fury beats Wilder.
Ty, of course, we were all talking about Fury Joshua a few weeks ago, and now it feels like the conversation's actually about Fury White. So whatever these two are doing, because I think Tyson in the back of his head knows this mandatory could be called after the Wilder fight, they're probably doing the right thing in making Fury White a bigger fight. It was a big fight, but now it's even bigger after this social media spat.
Yeah, it's listen, Dillian's literally just had enough, hasn't he? He's literally saying, listen, I don't care about AJ, I don't care about anything. I want my shot. I don't care who it's against. And he's also not wanting to fight for the WBC and just fight a nobody for it. He's saying, forget the franchise champion, fight me. So he wants to fight the best. He doesn't want to just nick a world title. He wants to fight the best. And then if he's to become a world champion, he wants to be known as the world champion. He doesn't want to have no second tier belt. You know what I mean? So you have to give him more credit for that. And I think it is good that the WBC have enforced it, to my knowledge, And listen, the AJ fight's going to be big no matter. If any of these like top 4 fight each other, top or 5, you've got quite a few big names at the top. If any of them fight each other, it's huge, isn't it? It's a big fight no matter what. But I definitely think that AJ, Fury, Wilder, and Dylan should all fight each other. I think they all should just fight each other, like Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, all these lot used to do back in the day. They all used to fight each other, have 2, 3 fights each. I think that's what it's like, but it's a lot more about business these days. Do you know what I mean? It's not always about the best fighting the best. It's just business. But to be fair, I think now, remember, AJ was the golden goose. He was making all the big money. Dylan's now a pay-per-view star. Tyson's cracked America and England. So now they're all catching up, and they can't. Now it is becoming about the best fighting the best. It's not so much a business anymore because they're all making stupid money. Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it for sure.
I know you was in the gym with Tyson as well. Huey's gym where it all started. How's Tyson looked on the pads? Is he looking sharp?
Oh mate, he just has a different mindset. He just you hear him subtly. He doesn't say it out loud, but you hear him talking while he's on the bags, and it's like he's there. It's like he's fighting. He's fighting everything. He just, you know, that mental strength he's got. He's just refusing. So it was like we did 30 rounds on the bags. Was in the bags, shadow boxing, and pads, and we had to go hard for each round we was doing, and then we'd just switch after. So we did 13. We was meant to do 12, we ended up doing 13. And what he can hear him saying that, like I won't be denied, like talking to himself as he's like eating, even though he's tired, even though he's getting tired towards the later round. But one thing I've said and I'll stand by is Tyson Fury is the fittest heavyweight, period. And when it comes to fitness, nobody's fitter than Tyson. Like he is the fittest heavyweight. I've never known a guy be so fit, especially for his size and how much he moves. Is an anomaly. I don't know how he does it, to be honest. But he's fit. He's in training. He's still fit. He looked healthy. I think he's only a few pounds above fight weight. So he told me that. He said, "Listen, if they give me 6 weeks to fight, I'll be ready. Just tune up, sparring."
I saw the post he put on Instagram where you were wearing his WBC belt, and the interesting part of that was the caption where he said, obviously you saying this man's world champion, and then one day I will be, or something along them lines.
Yeah.
When's that journey going to start though? Like everyone following you is really frustrated. They just want to see you in a professional ring.
Yeah. So what the caption actually said was, surround yourself with people on the same mission as you. We're both world champions. I just don't have my belt yet.
Yeah, that's it.
Because in my head, in my heart, I believe I'm a world champion. Like, I have a world champion's mentality, and if I had my professional license back already, I wholeheartedly believe I'd have been world champion. But God timing's perfect, and everything happens for a reason, and my timing will come when it will come. To answer your question, literally, we've just lodged an appeal with the High Court against the boxing board. So we'll see what happens. It's all I can't really say much on it, to be honest. I just know that it's all getting taken care of quite imminently. So before the end of the year, I'm hoping I'll have my professional license back, and then I'll be back in the ring scrapping out with the best of them. And I don't want no easy warm-up fights. I don't want do you know what I mean? I'm trying to jump in straight in the deep end. Like, as high as the level that I'm allowed to jump in at the boxing board will let me jump in, because obviously a certain amount of rounds you can do because I've been at the ring for so long. But I'm not looking for I believe domestically, no one can beat me now. So that's just what I believe. Obviously, there's going to be people domestically that are going to say otherwise, which is what is rightfully so for them to believe that. But I'm telling you, domestically, I'm too big and I'm too strong, and I hit far too hard for them not to. And I've been sparring heavyweights my life, so I don't believe that they have the power to trouble me so much. So I'm looking forward to getting back into it for sure, man. It's been a long time coming, and all I get, the most questions I get more than anybody is, when are you getting your license back? How long is it taking? You need to be up there, and I get praise from all these sparring partners that I've sparred with: Bellew, Tyson, Dillian, Buatsi. The list goes on. Do you know what I mean? And they're all saying, "Listen, we're 100% back. You need to go to the top." But like I say, God's time is perfect. So when my time comes, it comes. God willing, it's soon.
I'm sure when the day happens, when you turn over, that Tyson and Dylan will help you out as well.
Yeah, 100%. They've always said to me before, and even Tony Bellew, fair play to him, he said, "Listen, if there's anything I can do to help you get your license back and put you on the stage, just let me know and I'll do it." And obviously Tyson and Dylan are my good friends, and they've always like stood by me and said, "If there's anything we can do." Do you know what it is? It's like saying, I've got a golden goose in front of me. I just need the signature. As soon as I've got my license, then the world's my oyster when it comes to boxing. I think I'm quite well recognised for saying I'm not a pro. I'm quite well recognised throughout the boxing world. So hopefully I can. It's a lot of pressure because a lot of people are expecting big things from me. But hopefully I can keep. I hope to achieve. Do you know what I mean? And change my life and change my family's life. That's the goal.
Yeah, I remember when I met you for the first time at the O2 a few years ago, and I didn't, because you weren't a professional. You're not professional. I was like, I swear I've seen Ty. Like, is he a pro? Like, I should know him. And you were like, no, I'm still waiting for my license. And obviously, I'd seen you in Tyson's post and Dylan's posts. So you must get that a lot when like people recognise you, but they're not too sure.
Yeah. No, I get it a lot. To be fair, I was even in Morecambe yesterday with Tyson. I walked in the gym and then someone was like, hey, I didn't tell you around. I'm thinking, hey, you good? And then he was like, so you even know, but it's just, I just think because I've sparred so many different professionals and world champions and stuff, so they'll see me from them posts. And I make shows up quite a bit. And social media is quite a big thing, isn't it, these days? So everybody I'm probably on people's social medias or whatever, or because people that they follow me, they might see me on the homepage. So yeah, they know who I am, but don't really know who I am, a lot of the people. But the people that follow me, to be fair, it's so humbling. I get so much nice encouraging messages off people, which is nice, and I really appreciate it. Just say, listen, we're like waiting for you to turn pro, and we're backing you and stuff. So it's really nice. So hopefully I get it back and I can do it for the people that support me. Do you know what I mean? And also do it for the people that I've never had, that have been in trouble in the start of the life or whatever, and they want to change their life around. Because a lot of the time, when people want to change their life around, there's a lot of obstacles. It's not easy. It's like once you've made mistakes in your life, people just want to leave you there, and it's hard to try and change your life. People are trying to stop you from, even when you're trying to do good things and better your life and stop up with people doing bad things, there's still so many people trying to block you. But I just want to be a beacon where I can say, listen, if you keep your head down and keep persevering, you can change your life no matter who or what stands in your way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll get there one day, man. Hopefully.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Ty, last thing before I let you go. Did you see Marcellus Wilder's post? Deontay Wilder's brother?
No, I've not seen it. What was it?
He made a post basically saying Wilder's got a dent in his head and that these glove rumours are true. And obviously Tyson addressed it.
Yeah, I didn't. I was with Tyson. Told me yesterday that he said that he had a dent in his head, and me and Tyson was laughing because he was saying, "Well, look, the commission have to sign the gloves off. His trainer was there when they was putting the gloves on, and they wrap it, and then they sign it in front of him. So if the glove gets taken off, you can see the way it's signed. It will be disfigured. So he's saying unless his team was in on against the conspiracy, he said, but for saying he's got dents in his head, he goes, I'm not surprised he's got dents in his head. That's what I was 19 and a half stone man getting punched up and down the ring by a 19 and a half stone man. So that just made him look even more stupid. You've got dents in your head, and he had normal gloves on. So what does that tell you? Do you know what I mean? It's just stupidness. I think that's what you call a very insecure man there. He can't handle the fact that he's had his head punched in. Do you know what I mean? So they're just coming out with outlandish claims. Do you know what I mean? It's clearly it's just clear to see that he's not cheated, and it would be impossible to do that with gloves now. Maybe back in the day, like when what was he called? Did it against Shane Mosley? Forgot his name, but he had something tampered. Margarito.
Oh, Antonio Margarito.
And he tampered. Yeah. And he tampered with his gloves. But now it's so strict, the commission, they have people there watching you. You're just an idiot for even trying to put that out there. You just look stupid now, do you know what I mean? So leave him to it. He's been beat by the bear, man. He'll get beat again. And then it's back to the Brits, for the Brits boys to slug it out, make loads of money and good TV, man, and make the best man win. All right, Ty Mitchell, thanks for your time. Hopefully catch up soon. Best of luck with all this legal stuff going on. We'll get an update from you, all right? Yeah, soon, 100%. Good man. Thanks, Ty.